We're out here on the AGFC range today. I'm going to try to do that MOA video I promised you. Hopefully we can get some good shots. It's probably loud out here, but here's the target, the rifle. Pretty empty out here today. About the only people out here is me and some other guy. We're going to try to do this right for you. Hopefully I can get some downrange shots. We'll see. Hey guys, so that's the AGFC shooting range video that I did last weekend. It's not the MOA video I promised. I don't consider it that. I was aiming at the center of the target. Well, the first few shots I was, and then down there to the left I was aiming at the center of that little black square. I hit that center ring. You can see it in the video if you look real close, and I noted it. I hit it twice at least, I think 3 times, but I know I put 2, I'm pretty sure I put 2 holes together, and then the third shot I think was a little bit higher than the black ring, but I'm pretty sure they're touching. I got the targets over here. They're a little bit hard to put up, but a little bit hard to video, make it even longer than it already is. It's a little bit high and to the right, and I'm having issues adjusting the scope. I'm having issues with the scope. Every time I shoot the gun, it's always off. Always off. 3 weekends ago, it was high and to the right. Bad high and to the right. Ridiculous. I had noticed that the front scope mount had come loose, so I had to tighten that up, and it was just all over. It was just ridiculous. So we had to re-zero it, and it was still high to the right. So I got it back over to the left and back on. Well, we ran out of ammo, or I ran out of ammo the last time I shot it. So this time, last weekend, I go out to shoot it again. Go out 100 yards. That's where I want to shoot it. It's high and to the right again. Scope mount's not loose. Don't know why it's high and to the right. It's not near as high and not near as far, but I still got to move it left, which is ridiculous. I mean, the amount I had to move it left was just a ridiculous amount. I didn't even think I had the adjustment in the scope to move it left anymore, but it moved. And so to get it where it touched the black ring, I thought, well, I need to move it at least one more MOA over, and that's what it did. It touched that black ring. I thought, well, I thought it would move it over further than that. So I had done my research, and they were saying that the cheaper scope, which this one is a cheaper scope. I mean, $500 is $500, and it's not really a name brand scope. Don't adjust, or may not adjust the way they say they are. So a quarter MOA or even an MOA may not exactly be what they say they are. And when I had my tape measure out there measuring for how much it needed, what I thought was an inch, I thought should have moved that far. Now, did I measure it exactly? I thought I was pretty close to measuring it. Did it need 4 clicks? Maybe it needed 6. I'm not 100%. It needed to come down some more, but I was allowing for moving left and not really so much for moving down. The last part of the video that I actually put on there, I just moved over to the left, lower left. I didn't adjust it. Didn't move it left, didn't move it down, and it shot high. It didn't shoot left, or it didn't shoot right. It just shot high. So that brings me back to, is it the scope or is it me? I'm not 100% sure. To me, I don't see how it could be, but I'm not going to give up on it just right now, because I still don't think you have to go that deep into one. I still think you can get it, but what I am concerned with is every time I shoot it, it has to be adjusted, and it just sits in the safe. It doesn't get thrown around in the truck, and it's either in the safe or it's in the gun box that I take it back and forth from. So why from one to the other it would change, you know, shooting it. I mean, getting loose on the scope mounts makes sense, you know, doesn't really make sense, but I can see that messing up an adjustment. But just sitting in a safe shouldn't matter. But anyway, that's something we got to figure out. But is it the MOA video I promised? I don't really think so. I put 3 rounds in one little white square, but I wasn't really aiming at that square. If it had been 3 rounds in that little black square, then I'd be like, yeah, you know. Could you deer hunt with those groups? I think so. I'd be happy with it, except for that one little flyer, but even at that, it still would be a kill shot. That's not the video I was going for, and that's not what I want to use the rifle for necessarily. So we'll see. Do another video, get it sighted in better, and see if it stays there. I do have some more upcoming videos. I'm going to do some different guns. I've got one gun that I think is, I don't know if it's rare, but I can't find it on like Bud's Guns or any other of the gun brokers or anything. All the sites say that there are no listings for it, so it's a pretty interesting gun. I thought it was interesting, so I took it. It's a different gun. I've got a little bit older gun that are a little bit interesting. Say older is 1990s, but still an interesting gun. Been in some movies, not this gun, but the type of gun's been in some movies. And we'll have some more videos of different ones. So thanks for watching. Hope this was interesting at least. And we'll be back.